Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, J.K. Dobbins reemerges. Look, I want to make sure that I say this before we go into J.K. Dobbins, so you understand where I'm coming from. My point. I am truly happy, joyous, that J.K. Dobbins is healing well from this Achilles injury. Make no mistake about it, I am happy for that young man. And a lot of people that know me personally know exactly part of the reason why, right? Athletes, every athlete that used to be an athlete knows this. Back then in the 90s, 2000s, an Achilles tear, ACL, or something with your back, any which one of those, your career was done. NBA, NHL, NFL, MLB, you're finished. That's just the way it goes. Especially, and mind you, how do I know? Because I used to be an athlete. I know the pudgy face throws a lot of you off. But yeah, basketball is my sport. Supposed to go to FAMU to play. And the Achilles tendon tear, 1.5 inch separation in my Achilles off of a dunk, stopped all of that in its tracks. My dream was totally thwarted because even back then they would sew it together for athletes. And after they would sew it together, they would keep it locked like this. So there's absolutely no flexing of the Achilles tendon, and you would stay in a boot for months. You were not allowed to train or anything on it. You would just be stuck in a boot for months, because if it flexed when it was sewed, because that was one of the techniques used back then, it would serrate it. It would tense and it would just serrate the whole thing. And then it would be where you're cutting off sections and trying to force it back together. So come from somebody that knows what an Achilles tear truly does to an athlete. I am truly happy that this man's been able to bounce back. And mind you, medicine has gotten better. It's just like with the ACL tear. ACL tear is pretty much a doom. Like, once you tear your ACL, you'll never be the same again. But after Adrian Peterson's comeback from it, and then rushing for 2,000 yards, and then the next season he rushed for like 18 or 17 yards, something like that, that became the norm. That became the standard. You know what I'm saying? That became the standard. So just like with anything else, medicine gets better, medicine gets quicker, medicine becomes easier to digest. It becomes cleaner, more precise, and that's what's happened with a lot of things. And J.K. Dobbins, it looks amazing, and I'm going to show y'all what he looks like right here. Look, the man's running like he has conviction. Look at this. Exploding right off of it. Look at all that. Looks great. Looks absolutely great. Look at that. Just going. You see that bounce when you're running? There's no lag. It looks totally symmetrical between him and the other foot. Because a lot of times you start almost when you're first starting out rehabbing from that, so you start galloping. Because another thing is with the Achilles, it's mental. It's a total mental thing. Like, you're like, bruh, I don't want this thing to tear again. It's a mental thing. Like, you're pushing off on it, and you start favoring one side of your leg. That's what happened to me. I started favoring one side. Even though I didn't gallop like some people did, I started favoring at times, and that ended up messing up my knee also. So that's another thing that goes along with it. So these are all steps. And looking from his rehab, he looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Having said everything that I've said, I still want Derrick Henry. Yo, I'm making sure y'all understand that I understand what that young man's going through. I understand his setup. I understand his tumultuous injury history and all those things. But do understand, bring me D. King Henry. Oh! And I don't care whoever calls me a hypocrite or whatever else it is like that. Bring back J.K. Dobbins. Go ahead. I have no problem with it. If he comes back and he's 100%, 200%, whatever else it is, great. 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 I still want Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's only been somewhat injured in one season in his entire 8-year career. It's going to be his 9th. We need balance, consistency, reliability at these positions. There has not been stability since Mark Ingram in 2019. And even then, at the very end, remember, he got hurt and couldn't play in the game. Y'all remember? Oh, okay, because I remember. These are the things that I'm talking about. We need these guys to be healthy and be able to play at the highest level, That when playoffs come, that's when we need these guys at their best. And I have my eggs in the Derrick Henry basket. I'm just being real. I like JK. I hope they bring him back on. I hope he plays behind Derrick Henry. I think it'll be a great that'll be a great 1-2 punch. And you have Keaton Mitchell. Woo! But once again, we don't know if Keaton Mitchell's going to come back from his injury full healthy. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with the Gus situation. We don't know. Like I said, we need stability. Do you know what I used to say about women? I'm going to tie this in. I said women find different things attractive at different points in their lives. I said when a woman gets to about 28, 29, that bad boy, that old, you know what I'm saying, you rocking the club, that dies. That's dead. You know what they find attractive all of a sudden? Reliability. Stability. You understand where I'm coming from? The illities. Y'all have heard me say this before. In anything you do in life, if you want it to be long-term, reliability and stability are the things in which it is based upon. We cannot be looking to make playoff jumps to Super Bowls and all this stuff, and our guys stay injured. And not just injured. I'm talking about injured and can't play at a high level no more. Like them coming on the field is pretty much them just being a body. They can't contribute the same way. That's been a big story in Baltimore that people don't bring up. So yes, I'm happy. Y'all don't understand how happy I am for that young man, because you know I wish the best for these players. They put their bodies on the line, they do all that stuff. I have nothing but respect for them. But with what's going on now, JK he's going to get on with somebody. And I'm cool with if the Ravens keep him. But I want him to flourish. But I don't think he's going to get the touches if we get Derrick Henry. I want him to go somewhere and get the opportunity. You know, he's coming back from the injury and hopefully it holds out and then he can get paid. He can get paid at least when he gets a crack at the pie at least once before his career is over. The NFL stands for not for long. So understand, I'm hoping for the best, but I want Derrick Henry, not Saquon Barkley, who stays injured. What was my point? My point has never changed. If we're looking at, listen, let me be real with you. If we said, okay, we can get Saquon Barkley, I'm like, to just keep J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins looks amazing. Every time he's been on the field, he's been amazing. He's just been injured. Injury has been a problem for the Ravens. Why would I then agree to pick up an injury-prone player? That doesn't make sense. To cover for another injury-prone player. That doesn't make sense. Yo, you got to use your brains, guys. You got to use your brains. But what do you guys think? Did you like what you saw from JK? Are you starting to change the narrative on JK? Or are you on my side saying, bring Derrick Henry over here? Come here! Don't run from me! Derrick! Yo, oh God. But as always, that's the episode of the Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment in all of the comments. If you have not done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.